And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? Greg Jolnick was first. What's up? Here's your happy dance, man. All right. Woo-hoo. P. Barnes the second was number 2. All right, here we go. David E. Person says, what do you call a frauditor at law school? Completely lost. He's lost. Don't belong there. But these guys are all about going places where they don't belong, man. Tiny Chihuahua Life is here. What's up? Good morning, Rash. Good morning to you. Always great to see you. P. Barnes, David E. Persons, Stefan St. German. Paul Coe is a yo, my peeps, good. Chef M80 says, good morning to you. All right. Let's see. Sorry. Computer issues as always. Victoria B, happy Friday. Yes, it's Friday. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Oh, yeah. What's the difference between frauditors and Superman? Superman has supervision and frauditors need supervision. I got you. There's no need to fear. Hezokuai and Jaime Pimentel Obey is here. Good morning, Your Honor. Jaime Pimentel Obey appearing on behalf of YouTube. Free News Now Voodoo. Sovereign citizens are national.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Let me out of house arrest already. I've been under house arrest for like 2 years now. How long could this fat crap possibly last, man? For real, though. Look at this. Still got the thing on my ankle. It'll never come off. Well, actually, to be fair, I did get out once, and then I just committed more crimes again. But that's a whole different story. My trial's on the website if you want to check it out. Anyway, enough advertising that crap. Hey, you want me to advertise something? Advertise my pimping business. Call 1-800-PIMP-SIMP-SHRIMP. Because I'm the pimp going to sip, and I've been eating all the shrimp. And if you want to hook up with some Regan Benson or Sweet Tea or an Accountability Angel or I don't know, Big Mama, I don't know, what's her name? Dang, Hez, what am I saying? Dang, no!
It doesn't know his own mind. B Barnes, Tiny Chihuahua, Amy Palmetto Bay. All right, it looks like we're kind of caught up for the moment. Oh, Lexi Ann is here. What's up, Lexi? Good to see you. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Great to see so many beautiful, wonderful, fantastic, amazing people here again, as always. Oh, my goodness. So today we got, I don't know, hey, Zerzer's in the house. What's up? Terry Barnes, what's up? I think I'm it's Friday, dang them. My head's not in the game to be right at the moment. But I'm still here. So let's just go ahead and start playing some videos. Of course, my computer is going to give me a hard time because it always does. Why wouldn't it? Oh, crap hammer sandwich. How about we start with NCR News Network? We got, or maybe not. See, now my whole screen just, what the? Damn it. I was gonna do an NCR video, and then as soon as I clicked on it, my computer, like this thing flashed on my screen that I didn't even know what the heck it was. Again, and now, okay, here we go. Oh, your internet is bad today too. Oh, Rooster Cogbird is here. What's up, Rooster? Good to see you. All right, let's go ahead and get this starty parted. Oh, not that video. This one. All right. All righty, guys. Here we go. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys.
Hi folks, today we're going to take a look at Freedom to Film, where he goes to a church to audit and a cemetery. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without your guys' continuous, ongoing support, I couldn't keep this channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page, leave a like and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, NCR Movie Network, and the Shittown Florida Man Power Ranking Podcast. Episode 12 is out right now. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
It's open for the public, and we are members of the public. Long stairs. Let's go check. We see what's happening. Yes, okay. It looks odd or something. I don't know. What's that? Ooh, who's that? It's closed, man.
Yes, this Finnish frauditor has decided to go and fraud a church. Now, you guys know how I feel about auditing churches, but I do understand wanting to film, especially in Europe. Europe has some of the most beautiful styles of Gothic and medieval architecture still standing. And clearly, this is a very beautiful church, but why would you need to fraud it? And why are you trying to get access to an area that you're clearly not supposed to be in?
Maybe like some monster coming or something. Hey guys, what do you think? What do you guys think? Is it going or what? Yeah, this guy. Ooh. Something there. Oh, they say no. They say no food or drink to church hall. No camera. I think it's no flash, maybe. No flash. Camera flash, I think. I think it's camera flashes. I'm not going there. We're not talking here about religion, you know? You guys wouldn't make any videos about religion. It was event here.
Now, there's something we have to address here. He's saying he doesn't want to film religion, he doesn't want to cover that kind of stuff. But yet, here he is in a church. Yes, I understand that this church is open to the public, and it is a very beautiful church. I mean, I would love to go on a tour of some of the older buildings in Europe, especially in Finland, Denmark, Sweden. They have some of the most beautiful architecture there. But you're here filming this religious event for All Saints Day, I believe. But yet you don't want to film religious stuff. But yet you're in the church filming as it is. I get it. They allow people to come do this. But when you're saying that you don't want to do something, but then you do the exact opposite of what you just said, it makes you a hypocrite.
Everyone has to choose his own religion. Hello. I see the sign say no camera. It's allowed to go inside.
Camera is okay. You can't use the flash.
Yeah, only the flash. All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Yo, that's like a thought, you know. Some also museum, they prohibit flash camera. Man, what's there? Museum. Yeah. There's some bathroom or something. Yes.
I'll tell you what, you got to give this guy credit. Because, like, what would an American frauditor do if they said, oh, no, you can film, just don't use the flash? They'd probably turn the flash on. They'd probably say, you can't tell me what to do. I have freedom to film whatever I want. Stop telling me not to film. This is my First Amendment right to do whatever I want if I'm holding a camera while doing it. Well, I didn't tell you can't film. I just said that you gotta, she said, don't put the flash on. He said, okay. He didn't say, well, if I wanted to put the flash on, I could because I have the right. There's nothing you can do to stop me. So there, like an American frauditor would do. So at least you got to give him credit for that, I guess. I mean, where's the conference? How's he going to create an issue to put on his channel to complain about when there isn't a good issue to put on his channel to complain about? Oh, man. Oh, these guys.
All right, guys. All right, it's not much event like I thought, something different, but it's not. Okay. Oh, it's kind of warm inside. Yeah, no problem. Yes. Sunshine again. I don't know, that could be a good video or what? I have no idea. I don't know. I want to go film the cemetery. What the fuck? This is really weird.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking weird that you want to go visit a fucking cemetery for your frauditing. I mean, this is not cool, in my opinion. Look, I get it. Ghost hunters and people who want to get evidence of the paranormal do go to cemeteries. However, they get permission most times to film there. You wanting to go there for a fraudit is weird. And it makes you... What does it make you?
You fucking weirdo.
Let's go give the dead a visit. Visiting the dead. Yeah, green light. Can we make it? Yes. All right, guys, let's go check what's happening here. It's November the 2nd. Really? Let's go give the dead visit. Are they open? Closed. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't watch this video before the show. I just saw a video titled Frauditor Fraudits a Cemetery, and I'm like, oh man, we gotta watch that. But I'm looking at the chat, and it does, like, people are saying, like, And he went in the church. He was filming. Yeah, it was kind of like, you know. But he talked to the lady, and she was cool. You know. I don't know what's going to happen at the cemetery, but like I said, I was giving him credit for not acting like the American frauditors. You know, try to tell them that they can't use the flash. They'll turn the flash on just because you told them not to. You know, this guy, he actually says, "Oh, okay, I won't use the flash." Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the video's only about halfway through. I don't know what's coming, but so far, I don't know. I will say this though, for those of you who don't know, because it was a long time ago. One of Jason Gutterman. One of Jason Gutterman's first fraudits ever was at a cemetery. They were filming an episode of a TV show, and the location was like that cemetery, but the film crew had a specific area cordoned off where they were allowed to film, and they got the permission and all that, blah, blah, blah. And Gutterman just showed up with his camera, like, stopping around the cemetery. Hey, you guys are here. I guess I could be here too. And they're like, whoa, wait a minute, dude. Who are you? You know? So this isn't the first time someone's filmed in a cemetery like that. But again, I don't know. I haven't watched this video beforehand, but so far, it just seems like the dude's maybe annoying, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what happens. He hasn't called shenanigans yet, so let's find out.
So weird. Because we should come at night. maybe next time we do it at night, man.
How about no?
It might be more interesting at night time. Ugh.
Now, this just seems morbid and ghoulish to me. Yes, I understand that you do have a right to film in public and you do have a right to film in this cemetery, but you should be respectful. This is the place of rest for those who are no longer with us. This is a place of great sorrow. And yet you're turning this into a fucking joke. How could you find any of this funny? There are people here grieving the loss of relatives or friends. And you're doing this for what? Clicks and views on YouTube?
Visiting the dead. Oh, what is that, man? It's too many people. What? Huh? What? I have no idea, man. Oh, he too. Maybe the family, the whole family or something. It's like one place for the whole family. I don't know.
Yes, it's a family plot. It is a common practice to see families set up a large plot in a cemetery and bury some of their cremated remains in the family plot with memorial placards like those last two headstones we saw. It's a way for the family to still be together even in death. It's a respectful thing. But how can you film this cemetery? I get it. You want to push the boundaries, but this is just seeming very, very disrespectful the further and further it goes on. Let's jump up ahead and see what
What happened to you there? Why you can't see you here? We cannot see you, man. Someone has to cut this tree. Why is this guy hiding there? Where is he? You guys should, someone should cut this tree. Chit, chit, chit. So small one. It's like twins or something. Twins. It's a little bit windy, guys. And it's starting to getting cold. Look, this one big one. Alright, guys, we should come at night. It would be more exciting. I think I should go to the other cemetery at night to do some special video there.
shenanigans,
Na 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 na
shenanigans,
na 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 na.
shenanigans. I'm calling shenanigans on this guy. It won't be more exciting if you decide to film at the cemetery at night. Most cemeteries are open from dawn to dusk. And you want to go in there and film for what? You're clearly not taking this place seriously. I'm offended for every person who's watching this video or who's got family here because you're making this into a joke. Yes, I get it. People love the paranormal. People love to see stuff like this and, to hunt for ghosts. I understand that, but they still be respectful about it. You are being a totally disrespectful person and a condescending asshole, in my opinion. This guy go fast one here. Folks, we're going to jump ahead to where he's leaving the cemetery because I want you to hear what he has to say because this is getting too disrespectful for my taste.
Okay, guys, I didn't put the mask on. I have no mask. because the dead, they can't see my face, no problem. The dead can see my face.
And we're going to end the video here. It does continue on more where he makes more comments and snide marks and makes more jokes. He does go to a field next to the cemetery and makes the claims that this could be where they put more people once that place is filled up. I don't take joy in showing this, but I feel it needs to be shown because this guy is just a fucking creep, deserves to be shamed and ridiculed. A cemetery is a place of respect and mourning. And to go in there and make jokes and to do this for clicks and views for YouTube is just not right. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and the podcast. With all that being said, and a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without your guys' continuous, ongoing support, I couldn't keep this channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, applause for NCR News Network. Yeah, if you want to come up, and talk about it. But for me, my whole thing was like, to me, I get it. I just didn't know if I would necessarily categorize him in the Frauditor category. But he definitely was being, yeah, I wouldn't, like you said, kind of disrespectful, LaDonna Rogers, what's up? But yeah, if you want to come up and talk about it for a minute, that's cool. Here, let me go ahead and get a link. All right. I'm going to drop a link. This link is for NCR. I just played one of his videos. For those of you just joining us, I started the show with an NCR video because it's NCR. I love him. I always show support for the NCR. So we were watching it, and then he showed up in the chat and said, "Hey, I want to talk about this video some more." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I put a link up there if he wants to come up and talk. It's all good. And yeah. But in the meantime, what time is it? Oh, it's only 6:30. We still got plenty of time before the cupcake happy day. Woohoo! All right. Lisa Alcazar, what's up? Good to see ya. Diamond's wife, what's up? LaDonna Rogers, what's up? Of course, NCR News Network, what's up? Carl's here. All right. Anybody else I didn't say hello to yet? Robert Custos, what's up? Diamond's wife, yeah, Tiny's here. All right, I think I said hello to everybody. I'm just getting caught up. I don't see the link. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 It's right there. Boom! 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 Do 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 do. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right.
You know what the best part of that video was? When he started creeping around. First of all, when he went to the church, that was great. And then when he started creeping around the cemetery, oh man, that was awesome. I love that stuff, man. Jason Gutterman did it. There are a bunch of other people who want funerals. I love it. Ain't nothing better than going where you don't belong, doing stuff you don't need to be doing. Right, NCR, you know what I'm talking about, right?
No, Voodoo, I don't.
Ah, crap. Oh, never mind. Hey, go ahead, take over, Hez. I don't like this crap anyway. Ow!
How you doing, buddy? Good to have you up here.
I'm doing better. I'm starting to get over this damn cold.
Yeah, I could hear it in your voice in that video.
Oh yeah. See, I found this guy before. He's based out of Finland, and he's doing the typical frauditor stuff, going to the public pools and going to the government buildings, harassing the road workers. Well, this was like maybe Monday, he posted that video originally Then he pulled it down for some reason.
Ah,
So then he re-uploaded it. Now I got no problem with him filming the church because they were allowing him to do it. And it's a beautiful old church. That's not an issue. I found the issue with him going to the cemetery and being very, very disrespectful.
right.
I
I
mean,
like a teenager, like, oh, let's go back here at night and film it. Ooh, it'll be creepy. Ooh, scary. Like, okay, but you're supposed to be an adult, dude.
well, his whole thing with it was, I get it. Cemeteries do allow you to film, but they tell you to be respectful towards the people who are coming there.
Right.
And he was just not. And especially with that last comment he was making, like, oh, the dead can't see my face, so it's not a big deal. That's just wrong in my opinion.
Right.
And when I was making this video, I was looking it up. Yeah, to film in a cemetery for what he's doing, because it's considered commercial, you
Right.
need permission from the groundskeeper or the owners of the cemetery.
See? Yeah. And then,
'Cause again,
go ahead.
if it was for personal use, they wouldn't have a problem.
Right.
I mean, I would love to get your thoughts on this, Hez.
Well, honestly, because it's, well, first of all, that I'm glad that you clarified that, because again, I didn't have a problem with anything you were saying in the video at all. I just wasn't sure if I would necessarily categorize him specifically as a frauditor type. But you're saying that you've seen his other videos and he has sort of a pattern of behavior like this is his thing, So it's not like this is just some person who posted this video. So
Oh,
that's cool. That's good. I'm glad you cleared that up. And then as far as the idea of filming in the cemetery, that's the thing. I used to go back with, like, years ago. There's a supposedly haunted cemetery near Chicago called Bachelor's Grove Cemetery, and me and my friends used to go there a lot. It's technically closed, and that's one of the reasons why it's so creepy, is because it's been inactive since the 1930s, and the woods over the years have literally, like, sort of grown around it. It's just like hidden in the middle of the woods. If you know where to go, you find this cemetery out there. And it was fascinating, and we'd go there to film, like, ghost hunting kind of a thing, like you said at the beginning. But we always went out of our way to try and be respectful and to try and be like, okay, we're not, I don't know. It just, I understand, like, you want to be respectful. If you go to a cemetery, if you're going to go to a cemetery, and well, first of all, other than that, the only time I would ever actually film in a cemetery is if, like, I knew the people, or it was the plot or something, like you say, something with the architecture or something that's specifically interesting, not just roaming around, like even the thing with the tree, like where those specific bodies were buried. I could see someone saying, "Hey, can I be buried at the base of that tree? I think that would be cool. Like my body would as become part of the tree." Like that's a thing that people, I don't know.
Well, no, and I get that. And again, this isn't like just some random guy filming a cemetery and I found his video. No, this guy has a pattern of getting trespassed and trying to say he's going to sue, and they're violating his finished rights under the Article 16.
Okay.
And when he put the video up the first time and then it's taken down, it makes my brain start to jog. I'm like, what did you do to make you take the video down?
Yeah, good question. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? I mean, is it literally the same video, or is there maybe something he might have cut out before re-uploading it?
It looks a little bit different from the first one I watched.
Okay.
The first one, there was more of him going towards the I wouldn't call it a mausoleum, but the center building in the cemetery, messing around the doors.
Ah.
Like he was trying to open them, and he was putting the camera, actually trying to look into the crackways.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, that's different from when I first saw this video, and it's only been a couple of days.
Right. Yeah, maybe he wasn't supposed to be fooling around in there and got called out on it. So okay, I'll just cut that part out. Who knows? But yeah,
I,
it definitely being disrespectful in a cemetery like that is abhorrent. Like, yeah, I don't like
and if you're going to go to a cemetery and film, look, yeah, it's legal to do. I'm not denying he has his legal rights to do that. But if he's doing it the way he's doing it, one, it's wrong ethically, and two, it's you know he's doing this just for commercial purposes. He's doing this for clicks and views. I mean, because I've seen videos on YouTube of people going to cemeteries and filming, and I've
that.
got
Right,
no issue with that. It's how you do it. And if you're gonna be disrespectful and you're gonna treat it as a joke, I'm gonna call you out.
right,
Because I've gotten a lot of people in the comment section saying, "Well, he's allowed to do it," and I'm agreeing with them. Yeah, they're allowed to do it. But look at like ghost hunters or paranormal files when they go to cemeteries. They don't treat it as a joke. They get permission. They do it respectfully, because they understand. Yeah, people are going to be here coming to visit their families. They're going to
right,
be visiting their loved ones. Let's be respectful. And like you said, they usually block off a section where they're supposed to go.
right,
They get the releases. So if the people are in the background, like, hey, we're filming for Destination America or Discovery or wherever, would you mind if we show your face? If not, we can blur it. If you want to, just sign the form or check here saying you don't want us to show your face, but you don't mind being in the video. I just found his whole thing very disrespectful.
right.
And I don't know, I could be a little more sensitive now because of the events of this year for me, but I find that just real ghoulish for how he was treating it.
Well, and that's the thing. And again, it's also to some extent maybe the timing of it. Because if it was, on November 1st that he filmed it, oh, it's the day after Halloween, so maybe he was in his head thinking, trying to do that sort of creepy Halloweeny vibe thing or whatever. But like you said, this isn't just some random video by some guy who decided to go do this. This is, oh, here's this guy who's an idiot that's always doing this all the time in other places, like auditing type stuff. And so, oh, what am I going to do today? Oh, today I'll go to the cemetery. It's like, no, it's a pattern. Like you said, it's a pattern of behavior. I don't know. Some people
I
are
mean,
just
I've covered two of his other videos. One where he was at a pool trying to film the people swimming, which they do not allow. They have rules saying that you cannot film. And he's trying to argue over the fact that in Finland there is laws when it comes to filming swimming areas. And it says you can film like the public lakes and ponds, but the public pools like that are enclosed are considered private. He was trespassed from there. He went to a school. He was kicked out of there for filming. The other video I covered from, he was in like a government building, and he was trying to say, "Oh, they're cussing at me. They're insulting me." Getting trespassed and arrested there.
Yep.
So it's not like he's not a typical frauditor. He's doing the whole frauditor gimmick, but this video just, to me, I felt I had to call him out.
right.
I mean, a lot of his stuff I don't touch because it's usually just him just doing the typical frauditor thing and not doing FOIAs, but just being the typical jerk that they are.
Right. Oh man.
But it's only on certain videos of his I cover because he crosses lines.
Right.
He's an habitual line stepper, in my opinion.
And going into a cemetery is part of it, right? Oh man. It's weird. Like some people just like, I don't know where some people come from. Like, again, I see what you're saying. Like some of the response you've gotten from the video from some people would be like, well, so what? He was filming. He didn't like cause any trouble or anything. But on the other hand, it's like, yeah, but what you're filming in the first place, yeah, it might be legal. But I mean, you're just stomping around the cemetery like, oh, dead people. Like, What is that? Like, that's not showing, first of all, not showing respect for the dead, but even like you said, their relatives that are there to visit. If somebody's sitting there at their father's grave and they're crying because they're devastated that their parent just died, listening to some idiot giggle over in the corner, oh, look, these tombstones by a tree. This is silly. I'm going to come back here at night and really scare myself. I don't want to deal with that when I'm sitting here grieving and then have my image posted all over your YouTube channel for profit.
And again, like I don't have problem with people filming cemeteries if they do it right.
Right.
I mean, like I know people go to Gettysburg all the time and they film, but
Right.
they're still being respectful. They understand, hey, this is a cemetery. We need to show some respect, have some decorum here. They're not walking around making jokes. They're not, like that joke even at the end is what really started to put the salt, in my gears there.
Right. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was. It gets creepy, seeing people creep around the cemetery. Ah,
It's just, I've been getting a lot of people responding to me about it, and I wanted to address it. I mean, I'm telling them, yeah, he's allowed to do it, but the way he's doing it is not right.
well, Zerzu says that in Finland it's illegal to film a cemetery for commercial purposes. Filming a cemetery for commercial purposes is generally not allowed without proper permission. And Zerzu says he thinks you did a very good job of explaining.
Thank you, Zorzu.
It's just, by the way, while you're up here, you want to plug your channel and the really cool news. I've been seeing you up there a lot.
Yeah, the channel is doing good. We actually have a podcast now with me and Anthony Caruso called the Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking. We get the 10 crappiest towns for the week from the Shit Towns of Australia Facebook page, and I get 10 stories from Reddit of the week, and we just go back and forth with it. We also do fake funny ads on it. We had some people that's been around in the community. We've done one for Tina Slay. We've done one for Pope Phil from Really Cool News, which I'm a guest there all the time. I'm a part of the panels. Check out Really Cool News site, Really Cool News channel, because Jim puts out the insanity of the Frauditors every day. He's recording the news. He does the Bad Choices Theater. And right now he's got something special going on. If you make a donation of $10, you get to name the stream. And we have to do whatever you say on it. If you want to call it the NCR Sucks Socks or, your happy birthday stream, whatever it is, it's yours. We honor it.
Nice.
But,
It's applause for that.
Jim does a lot of really good stuff, and he doesn't get a lot of credit for what he does. And
I love the way that he does more actual journalism and news reporting than any of these douche canoes. And the way he puts it all together, like, okay, here are all the top stories of all the frauditing things that happened this week that's worth covering. It's great.
And this is what people don't usually know about Jim is he gets up before the crack of dawn. He starts writing the paper. He starts sending the paper out to people. He starts recording the news segments. Then he goes back throughout the day, getting these videos, watching the live streams, the 4-hour chili streams, the 2-hour FDLA streams. He reports all of this because he's an actual journalist. He's doing actual journalism.
Yep. Oh, that's great. And he's been, part of the scene forever too. Just not necessarily on the creator side until more recently, but I remember seeing him way back, up on panels all the time. So it's great. I like his channel and where he's going with it right now a lot.
Oh yeah, and he streams pretty much Monday through Saturday. He does afternoon streams where we're playing body cam footage and we're breaking it down, joking around with people. Although there is the running joke of them trying to find the Mrs. NCR from these bad choices and the crazies, but no, I don't need that in my life.
Right.
But he does a lot for the community. He promotes channels. He's just a really good guy. And if you all can just stop by, like the video, subscribe, check out his videos, check out his news articles, because he gets the information that the frauditors don't want you to know.
Right. Yeah, he's really good. Let me see. You got a link you could drop, or you have a wrench in here, don't you?
Yeah, give me a second. I'll drop a link to Jim's channel. But
Of course you can do
Jim
yours too.
he does a whole lot. I mean, he doesn't expect anything from people. He just wants to bring them the news, bring them the information. Here's a link to Jim's channel. And he is pushing himself daily to get this content out for people, and if we can get more eyes on him, more people to just stop by and say hi, it works a lot for him.
That's awesome. Yes, go and like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely, positively. So since you're up here and we're hanging out and we're talking anyway, there's something I wanted to talk about. So it'd be interesting to get your to hear your opinion on it. I just thought of this yesterday. I was going to talk about it later, but we'll bring it up now. I actually looked it up, and I wanted to pull the stats, and use them. But just the idea of it explaining what it is. So we got this whole thing where people audit them. We're always talking about FOIA, right? And all these FOIA fools.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to their pages and I try to understand, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? And they'll post their results. And they'll show something like, I FOIA'd the names of every officer that ever had a use of force in the last year in this county, right? And then post that, look at how vicious these tyrants are, all these uses of force. Well, one, that doesn't account for anything other than use of force. Like, if some dude's beating up his wife and she locks herself in the bathroom and he's trying to bang down the door and she's in the bathroom and has her phone, calls 911, and the cops come and have to tackle the guy, that's use of force. Their names are going to be on there, but it isn't going to show why they used force.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and
yeah, go ahead.
And something that ties into what you're saying is, what's the department policy for use of force? What do they consider a use of force? Because simply just pulling somebody back could be considered a use of force. If you have to detain them, can be considered a use of force.
Right. Exactly. And it doesn't break anything down. But I was thinking about that and how they keep showing these papers. Like, when they do get these FOIA requests filled, it's like, okay, it's public information. They filled your FOIA request because they have to, not because you showed up with a camera and posted a video on YouTube. Like, you would have got the information anyway. 90% of the time, you could just Google the information. And then this is where I got my idea. This is where I got the idea I wanted to talk about. Why don't we start a campaign? Like, these idiots are starting a campaign to FOIA all the uses of force that cops do and all of the politicians that have been busted. Why don't we start a campaign for everyone to go to your local police station? And you could do it online. You don't even have to make a video of it. Just go online and look up and find out Why don't we get a list of the public information of every time a police officer used CPR to save someone's life?
Because that doesn't fit the narrative for them.
Right.
You know, if you look at what we see on the news itself or in the papers, we don't see a lot of, cops actually being praised for doing heroic things. Like, I did a video, I think it was like my first year on YouTube, where it was, cops doing things that we don't see in the news that the frauditors say, oh, the cops don't do nothing.
Right.
Well, there was one segment I did in it where there is a cop who patrols an apartment complex, and the kids call him Batman because, he's got one of the remote control cars that he can start his car from that, and he spends time with the kids. He plays with them. He talks to the parents. He talks to the residents. He builds the rapport to protect his community. There was one part of it where a dog got stuck in an icy lake. Being up north, that could be a death sentence for anybody.
Right.
Cop jumps in, pulls the dog out, runs it to the vet. A family came in because their child was choking, not breathing. Cops grab them, start doing CPR on the baby, get the parents into the car, drive them to the hospital, lights and sirens.
Yep.
But to the frauditors, that's no, they're all tyrants.
All they're doing is standing around the corner thinking, how can I violate someone's rights today? How can I violate someone's rights today?
And I've had this same thought that you have about the FOIAs, but I've come up with this hypothesis or theory, whatever you want to call it. They're only doing the FOIAs to give themselves some form of legitimacy to be in there.
See, I said in my book, Frauditors Handbook, available on Amazon, link in the description below. If you didn't know, I wrote the book on Frauditors, or Frauditors Handbook. Even in my book, I mentioned that. I say that, like, it's the same thing as the 1-cent stamp. Like, why do frauditors who buy it, that's not, like, they don't even really do that anymore, but they still occasionally do. But for a long time, that was the thing. They would buy one 1-cent stamp. Why? I was just there to buy a stamp. Look, here's my proof. I bought something. I was a legitimate customer. Same thing with the FOIAs. They just go in there to wreak havoc. But if they actually put in a FOIA request, then they have a legitimate reason to be in there. It's just an excuse. I agree.
And if you look at it further, a lot of FOIA request forms, they're telling them, you could just do it online, or their records are there online on the website. They give them the website. But no, they have to be there to do it in person because it gives them content, for one, and two, and it makes them seem legitimate.
Right.
I mean, like you said, why can't you just go to the police department and look online? Yep. The whole point of the FOIA request for them, it's not to get the information. And again, the information they're asking for is not really, well, if I was to do a FOIA request, I would want to know, for example, when was the water reservoir tested in the last 5 years, and what did they test for?
Right.
How much did this company charge to put these lights in compared to the older companies?
Right.
Those are things that FOIA requests should be used for. Not just to go in and, oh, well, I want the names and salaries of everybody from the last 2 years.
Yeah. For what? So then I'll have it.
Because I want it.
And like you said, almost every one of these situations, you can Google it. Just go to your local, whatever government you're looking up website. They almost all have them, and click on the public information section, and all that stuff is usually there. I'm not going to go on the internet. I don't know how to do it. Then how are you posting a YouTube channel, you butterbrain douche canoe? Liar.
I mean, if you look at it, the way they're doing their FOIAs, they're not getting any information that they can't already get online. It's not already there. There's no real substance to it. And it's just, look at somebody like Tyrant Terminator. Well, no, you have to take it in person. Okay. What? Well, it's an option they have to take it in person. It's not mandatory.
Right.
They even tell them, look, we have a website. You can go to the website and submit your form. No, I gotta do it. I'm gonna write it out. You guys gotta take it and then give me a stamped copy.
Well, it's not just that drives me nuts. It's him and Audit Them are notorious for this, but it's you want to go check the water, so you go to some other department because the water department is all the way on the other side of town, and you tell them they have to take your FOIA and they have to personally hand deliver it to the water department. Like they always insist, no, it's your job to give it to the right person. I just need to fill it and anyone can take it. And they purposely fill it in the wrong place with the wrong people and tell them you have to go give it to the right people. Like it's a control thing. It has nothing to do with actual FOIA law. It's about controlling the situation.
I agree. And it's a superiority complex for them. They want to feel superior. I mean, you brought up Audit Them. Look at what he does. Look at what he wears when he does his FOIAs. He wears a badge that says official FOIA officer. Or official FOIA investigator. I don't know what it says exactly. Something around those lines. So why do you need a badge? Why do you need that badge? Because it makes you seem like you have some importance that you don't really have.
He got so salty when everyone was calling all the places in Cook County saying, hey, there's this idiot walking around with this clipboard and this badge pretending to be a FOIA inspector, and he's not. And then he started making these videos where all these places were waiting for him. He got so butthurt.
I mean, look at
all of these places.
Look at the ones that wear badges now. I mean, we've got Breaking the Flaw and Press H now wearing fake badges. You've got Audit Them wearing a badge. You know, you've got them now wearing a fake press pass that they're drawing with their Crayola.
Yeah. Oh man, it's disheartening and disgusting. It just Who are we talking about, Nicody? We're talking about the general idea that people like Audit Them, for example, and Tyrant Terminator and these guys, the whole FOIA game that these guys play. We're talking about the idea of the FOIA thing in general. And I was making the suggestion, like, they want to FOIA all the bad things that all the government officials have done. They want to FOIA all the bad things that the cops have done. I'm like, how come they don't FOIA how many police have used CPR to save a life? And then I was like, well, all this information's online. I looked it up on Google, and I could get a list. You put in your police department and ask how many police saved someone's life using CPR. Or maybe you could look up, any other kind of life-saving techniques that they might engage in. It's all in the report. It's all public record. But they don't do that because that doesn't fit their narrative. They're only going to look up the bad stuff or irrelevant stuff. Like, I want the names and salaries of everyone who works here. Okay, so what?
I want to answer Nicode's question. Can't they be considered impersonating an officer? It depends on what the state law is. For example, look at Florida. Florida's impersonation law states if you do anything to make an average citizen believe that you are some form of law enforcement or official officer, you can be charged for impersonation. That's why they went after DeWitt so hard. I mean, look at how he was dressing. He dressed it in a uniform. He had an embroidered badge. He had the lights and sirens. If Audit Them went to Florida and did a FOIA request like he's doing with the badge, they could look at him for impersonation, possibly.
Yep. What is this? Oh no, it's Uncle Artie. I don't have the wah, 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 wah. I got this one. How dare you two not have me on panel? Tase both of you now. Oh no, NCR. Uncle Artie wants us tased. I'll take one for the team. Or should I just give it
back because I'm not paying the bar tab again?
That'll work. All right, here we go. This is for you, Uncle Artie. All right. What the hell? Thank you so much for the 2, Uncle Hardy. Oh my goodness gracious me. I wasn't planning on having a panel show today, Uncle Hardy. I just I was showing an NCR video and he was in the chat and he's like, actually, I've gotten some questions about this video, so I wanted to address them. So I'm like, hey, come on up here, hang out. So yeah, it's all good. You taste both. Yeah, that was the idea. So anything else going on that you want to share with the fans?
Keep an eye out on the podcast. We're going to start having some special guests joining us. We're going to have other creators come on and join us in the shenanigans.
Nice.
Because, well, one, it's Florida. Florida man does some wild things. And the crazy stories that we've been getting out of Australia have been just insane. Like one of my, I can share. It's a real quick. What it was, an Aussie man was arrested for burning down a Domino's delivery car.
What? Hopefully not with the driver in it. Holy crap!
But before I go, I got a little knock joke for Voodoo.
Oh, all right, hold on.
I love jokes. As long as the punchline is Voodoo's awesome. Yeah.
Hey, Voodoo.
Hey, let's hear it.
Knock.
Who's there?
Taz.
Taz who?
Take that tasing from that taser.
What? No!
Zip, zap, zop, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm going to jump off of here. I've got to get today's video ready for everybody to enjoy. And Zorzu, yeah, please hit me up on Discord. I'd love to talk to you more, man. It's been a while.
All right. Yes, thank you for coming up. As always, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the one and only NCR News Network.
Have a good one, folks. And don't forget, the Frauditors Handbook is a great Christmas present. Get your copies now.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Wow. That's great. It was great having him up here. Parson is a Voodoo fan. That was great. Florida Jim, I'm waiting for the movie. Mr. Thomas says, I don't condone violence or damaging other people's property, but with a Domino's pizza, it's not the best pizza. But it's Domino's, no. You know what? I'll tell you what though, they got some deals, man. Like sometimes when the kids are here and we need a big meal fast, the local Domino's has this deal where for $20 you get like 2 pizzas and breadsticks and cinnamon twists. So like every once in a while we'll be like, hey, it's not the best stuff in the world, but for $20, it's 2 pizzas. So the stuff, it's not a bad deal. I don't think. But again, these days everything's so expensive. Maybe $20 isn't. I don't know. See, I'm from Chicago, so $20 for 1 pizza isn't crazy, so $20 for 2 is like, that's amazing. Does your Domino's have hot dogs? Why would Domino's have hot dogs? That doesn't even make sense. Are you speaking English? What? That sentence doesn't even compute logically. I can't eat pizza anymore, but that's fairly cheap. Yeah. Like pizza places usually have pizza, maybe chicken, unless it's like an Italian restaurant. But even then, they wouldn't have hot dogs. They'd have Italian food, lasagna. There'd be chicken Alfredo or chicken Parmesan, or veal Parmesan or whatever. There'd be like beef and chicken and stuff. But and then you get those but see, this is more like joints, like hot dog joints. That's where you get like your Italian beef sandwiches, where you put the sweet peppers and the hot peppers and the giardiniera on it. Woo woo, yeah. Oh man, what the hell? Thank you. Jason Gutterman. Chicago pizza is good, but it's a casserole. Listen, I always say this all the time. Growing up in the city, you have to understand, and I think this is true for any city, really. But when you grow up in Chicago, it isn't about the Chicago style deep dish pizza. That's not the point. You have your local pizza joints that you grow up eating that no other place you ever go to has tastes like as good as they do. And in Chicago, there's a joint like that on every freaking corner. And that's the thing. Being in Chicago and Chicago pizza is no matter what pizza place you go to, it's great. And then you come out here, or even when I was in Florida, finding even a pizza that was even freaking edible was, no, I never met a pizza I didn't like. It's just, there's different levels, But the point is, you miss that good Chicago pizza. And that's why I say, for me, anyone who has any kind of an argument about pizza, and I always say this, wherever you're from, I don't want to hear it except New York. Because even though I still personally, because I'm biased, because I'm from Chicago, put Chicago pizza above New York pizza, I will listen to your argument. I'll sit there and I'll take your New York slice and my Chicago slice, and that's a discussion we can have. But if you're from basically anywhere else, hey, I'm from Arizona pizza. What? That ain't pizza. That's bread with sauce on it. Get the hell out of here. I don't want to hear about that. That's ketchup on toast. That's what that is. I'm just waiting for Hez to see me. Who's that? Ketchup on a hot dog. See, that's it. You go to the restaurants that don't even have ketchup at all, except okay, so the local joints, the one that I grew up near was called Nicky's. And Nicky's, I could recite almost, you know what? I bet you I could recite their entire menu right off the top of my head from memory, because they had hot dogs, they had Italian beef sandwiches, they had Italian sausage sandwiches, they had combo sandwiches, which is Italian sausage with Italian beef on it, pizza puffs, French fries, of course, gyros, fried mushrooms, onion rings, and I think that's about it. Oh, they had steak sandwiches where they would take a flank steak and throw that in a fryer and then put that on bread. But anyway, they had hamburgers, and their best burgers, their signature burger was the Big Baby. A Big Baby's a double cheeseburger with grilled onion, ketchup and mustard. So they had ketchup in the store for the hamburgers. So that's the thing. When you go to a joint like that, getting ketchup on your hot dog is not impossible, especially if it's only people with kids that would ever do that. Oh, wait, it's 7:20. It's time for the cupcake. Happy dance. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we got this guy with a 23-month membership milestone. What's his name again? This is the last resort to get noticed by Hez. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Graham from the Graham and Bob Show. Round of applause. Or the Comedy Bob Show. Uncle Artie was here too. NCR was up on panel. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Cupcake Happy Dance. Let's go. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. Happy Friday, everybody. I can't wait to see you guys on Monday, and maybe I'll be popping up in some chats over the weekend. There she is. All right. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Ikiss is here. What's up, Ikiss? In conclusion, Tampa has crab cakes that are more along the lines of Cuban croquet. I've not found them anywhere in the United States. Really, only thing Florida got right. Okay. Croquet, not. All right, now I get what you're saying. Parson membership. Parson, what is he? Parson 1122 with a 16-month membership milestone. News Now Voodoo should be free. VidDMA only got 15 days.
Yeah, that's right. You tell him, Parson. You tell him to set me free. That's right. And then I can take over the channel forever and make the News Now Voodoo Show. That's right. And I can start putting more money into my pimping business. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Parson, man, you can be in on it, dude. You can help me find a stable, unstable, mares? Not stallions. No, we want mares, man. Yeah, that's right. We got them hens. We got them chickens. We got them prawns. The finger lickings. Hey, I just came up with that off the top of my head. That's what do you think? Ah, crap!
My goodness, that guy's out of his mind. Thank you guys for joining me, as always. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Oh, man, you made my morning. You don't even know. I was in a bad mood this morning. You guys cheered me up so much. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Seriously. All right. I got to go to work. I love you guys. I'll see you on the flip side. Happy Friday. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Oh, yeah. I'm all shook up. I always thought I said what?